3, 2, 1, action.
Oh hey, my name's Parker Bird. I'm 15 years old and this is my third year at ASP.
Hey, my name is Dylan Denton. I'm 16 years old and this is my third time on ASP.
Hi, I'm Caleb. I'm 14 years old and this is my first year on ASP.
Hi, I'm JC. I'm 17 years old and this is my second year at ASP.
Hi, I'm Rylan. I'm 13 years old and this is my first year on ASP.
Hey, I'm Michaela. I'm 30 years old and this is my 11th trip on ASP.
Hi, I'm Chris. I've been coming a long time and yeah, I'm old now.
We worked on both the kitchen and the bathroom in our family. We installed drywall and
The toilet and the sink and the shower.
Finished a kitchen. So put countertops, base countertops and cabinets in, plumbed their kitchen sink, and then went and put a bathroom in, put a second bathroom in the home, and a shower tub and a sink. And so installed a window, did some electrical work, and a handful of other things to try to get their house ready for all those people to live in it.
The only thing I did on Monday was pulling out nails and staples to put up drywall. In a hot room, not much airflow, which doesn't feel like a lot, but whenever you go to put up the drywall and there's nothing there to stop it, you just see how that really helped it.
The things that we had to do in the home, the plumbing, the electrical, even stuff like sheetrock and windows, there just wasn't enough of it for people to be able to learn it and then repeat it and get good at it. And so by the time they had seen someone do a skill once, we were done with it and we moved on to the next thing. And so everybody on the team was really patient, and understanding of the fact that the work we were doing was important, but that it may not necessarily mean that they were as hands-on as they would have liked to have been.
So we have a pretty big family. Our homeowners are James and Jennifer, and they have a lot of kids. They have 4 kids. They have an older son, and his wife lives here with them, and they have a 3-month-old named Oakley. And then they have 3 other sons. One's a teenager, and then the 2 that we interacted with the most were Kane and Caden.
Kane and Caden, the sons of James and Jennifer, were very playful. I played with them all on Thursday. Kane, the smallest one, he thought it was too heavy. He said, pick me up, throw me. He wanted me to throw him on the couch. Jennifer was okay with it, so I just decided to start messing around with Kane. And then Caden came out of his room and started messing around with me. And they tried to gang up on me to try to beat me up. It was like a playful fight, and I really enjoy doing those kind of things. They're really playful kids, but it's just really cool seeing them smile.
This is the first time that I have worked on a home with kids in it since I've had kids. And so it was really rewarding knowing that the work that I was doing would help those kids. It was also really tough being in a home that needed that kind of help with kids in that house. And it made me very aware of how lucky our children are to be born where they're born at.
I think I saw light in just everyone in my team.
Everyone's checking up on people and trying to see if you're okay. Really shows that they really care.
I think the best part of my week was getting to know everyone, in my team and in the family.
Everyone's so supportive and always welcoming and not getting flustered about what you're doing wrong or anything like that.
We had 3 kids who were new to our group. At the beginning of the week, we said, you are going to ask the group a question, and we want it to be more than just your basic, what's your favorite color? We want to get to know you, we want to get to go deep, and so we did that. And the kids came up with some good questions, and it allowed us to kind of get to know one another a little better. And although we knew one of them, he was fairly quiet, and so yeah, Caleb didn't really have a voice before this trip.
I honestly thought that Caleb was going to be a mute the whole trip, but seeing him come out of his shell a lot and talking to me and the rest of the group and dancing in front of us. Oh my Caleb. Oh my God!
I searched the world to my head just to find out what was better.
Rylan we had met a couple times, but she was fairly quiet.
I sort of had a relationship with Daylin. We had talked and hung out before ASP, but I think I got to know her a lot better.
Getting to know Rylan a lot better. Before this trip, I hadn't really known her that well. Getting to see her come out of her shell, and one of the best parts was her singing Hamilton to like knowing every single lyric. And
dripping down the drain, put a pencil to his temple, connected it to his brain. He wrote his first refrain, a testament to his pain, and the word got around and said, "This kid is insane, man. Take a collection just to sing to the brain, man. Get your education, don't forget from whence you came, and the world's gonna know your name. What's your name?" Alexander Hamilton.
JC we had never met at all.
hanging around with like new people and like getting to know everyone and like just being in a new environment.
And then Daylin and Parker, they've been on the trip a couple times.
I was glad that one of my best friends was on my team, Parker, and we got to hang out a lot and talk and get to know each other better.
We were like, all right, this will be an interesting group to kind of pull together and see how this all works out. And it has surprised me how close they have gotten and how willing they have been to open themselves up to one another and to us and to the family, and just see those relationships develop and continue on.
I'm Emily. This is my first year on ASP. I'm in 7th grade.
My name's Nico. I'm a freshman. It's my first year being in ASP.
My name's Xavier Kilmeyer. I'm going to be a sophomore, and this is my second year coming on ASP.
I'm Allie. I'm in 10th grade, and this is my first year on ASP.
My name is Rodney Denton, and this is my 18th ASP.
One thing that scared me as a first year adult was definitely
we're painting the deck and staining the ramp and fixing the bathroom floor.
We're fixing plumbing in the bathroom and the floor, and then we're staining and we're sanding, and now we're painting the porch.
It's been worked on by a lot of teams so far. She said about 2 years ago after a big flood, she reached out to ASP, and so they started working on her house. That's when they put on the porch that we're working on, that we've been painting and staining. And so that's what we've been doing. We've been working on the bathroom some and just making sure the porch lasts.
A lot of people here have like been through floods. The house here was like nicely kept.
Family, it's Miss Tina and some of her grandkids. One of the kids, she likes to be called Snowball.
Miss Tina has been very welcoming, and she's like fed us and made sure we're all okay.
Sometimes you come on this trip and the family doesn't really want to talk to you or doesn't really want to interact or help you.
she has been through so much, but she always has a smile on her face. She always has a great attitude.
She's been hit by floods, and once her sink was on the ground, her bed was on the ground. She's been through a lot, and she's still nice to people. She made us dinner and everything.
Are just wonderful people. You know, Tina made us meatloaf on Thursday, It was great. She made us mac and cheese with it, mashed potatoes with it.
So we made a friend named Tara Lynn, and this is Tara Lynn. Say hello. There you go. And even though she doesn't seem like she talks a lot right now, she was my favorite ambassador to her home this week.
Snowball, she's very, very sweet. Very hyper.
She's got a lot of energy, and she likes to sing. She loves to sing, and she knows all the newest songs and all the newest phrases and all the newest memes.
Every morning she was there to greet us, and every afternoon she was there to say goodbye, and she helped us with the project. She was fantastic.
The one thing that I'm gonna miss about her is the bike rides that we would have with her. You know, we would race, but I would always make her win because it put a smile on her face and also put a smile on my face.
She likes hanging out with us a lot, and we play with her like all the time, and we eat lunch with her every day.
And Tara Lynn has been our little supervisor and helped us through the week and brought smiles on our faces.
She comes up to us and constantly asks us, can I help out? What can I do to help? And it means a lot because she wants to get involved. When you're coming out on these sites, you don't really know how the family are gonna be. And for her to, you know, welcome us with open arms, it changes the whole experience.
My favorite part of the whole week was lunch, when Tara Lynn was our official food blesser. And she did a fantastic job, and I loved every minute of it. So thank you, Tara Lynn. That was my favorite. So
it was blazing hot out here. We were sweating, tears were rolling, blood was pouring. She still put a smile on her face and still stuck around, even though all those things were happening. And she made a difference in my life, and I'm gonna miss her a lot. She was like, I think I'm starting to get used to you guys coming around a lot.
I see light in the people's kindness, like, because not all people are like this kind, and it's crazy because it just shows that there are like still nice people in the world.
I saw light with the people I worked with and the families. Well, the family we got to work with. How nice the people are, even know what they've been through.
I saw the light on my team. Everybody was very welcoming, and we all got along very well. And we all just bonded, and we're good friends.
At first, I was a little, skeptical on how the kids would, interact with each other, but they have gotten all along, and it just makes me happy.
I was surprised by how well our team worked together. We got a bunch of new people on our team, and so for everyone coming together and working so well and collaborating, it's just really nice.
How kind everyone is and generous.
One thing that has made me happy this week is not only the kids getting along and me and Rodney getting along, but also the dogs that have been coming up on our site. So there's an Australian Shepherd named Rico. He's super, super sweet. If he goes missing, I did not take him.
It was really cool that we had like a mega group because there was 2 groups put together, because I haven't had that until my senior year now, and so that's really cool. Well, the last one I got a mega group.
Last year we had a double team, we had 2 teams on our site, but we were really separated, and it was just kind of nice having both the teams working together. And
we really weren't 2 groups, we were one big group this week, which was really nice. Everything, we really collaborated well. I think the youth collaborated very well. So I think that was kind of a big surprise to me, because sometimes when you're on double crews, you have completely 2 separate projects and you don't really get to see each other. I mean, you may eat lunch with each other. Besides that, one group's doing their project, one group's doing their other project, but this has really been a group effort. It's been nice to see everybody work together to kind of get towards this common goal.
We did not realize that we were going to be on a double crew this week, so that was a surprise, but it's been really fun. We have 4 adults and 8 kids, and so there's lots of hands, and it's interesting getting to see kind of how other teams work and work together with them to do this project, because it's a pretty big project.
It is, in fact, my first year on ASP.
I'm Channing Atkins, and this is my 4th year on ASP.
And yeah, this is my 4th year.
I am Matthew Couple. My name is Spencer Siegel. This is my 10th year.
So we've been working on the roof and siding. We're putting down our metal roof.
We took off all the shingles and then putting down the wood. Now we're working on the tin and the drip edge. I've been like cutting materials and helping out whenever I can.
We're working on tin roofing, which is really hot, but we're slaying it. Yeah, I mean, it's all coming together, and it's like actually feeling great that we've got to the tin part. I would be honest, I didn't think we were gonna get there, but we did.
We finished up some siding on this house that the week before started. We finished that up and we started getting the roof prepped for tin, and we've started putting some of it down.
Our homeowner, Michelle, her house had flooded. She's been living in her house while working on it, and I thought that was really cool because I don't think like a lot of families, because I've been here like for years prior, I don't think we've had like where the homeowners have been like trying as much.
Had a great homeowner, which was really nice this week. Hadn't had one in a while, so it was really good. You know, it's nice to be able to connect with somebody that genuinely really liked what we were doing for her, and was very thankful. Interacted with the kids really well.
With the theme, she's really sweet. She lives with her boyfriend and her dog named Loki.
Loki, he's precious ball of sunshine.
There's Loki.
We're all helping one another out and supporting one another, and I feel like it's just a great way to see all the light of God, as we call it.
I believe I've been the light by trying to lead as an example for working hard and trying to get the job done.
I felt that I was the light by being the one that could be relied on no matter what the job was. I felt like I was kind of pulled in a lot of different directions this week, which I like because it puts a lot of pressure and responsibility on me, which I enjoy. So yeah, I'm glad that I was able to help in that way.
Even when we messed up, Spencer said that it was all right and helped us back with it.
So Spencer was sick at the beginning of the week, and Matthew and Spencer sat with me, and we just had like an evening and just talked. Cause like I was like in tears, and they just helped talk, and it was really great that they were there to help me get through it.
Deacon was a very big light this week for me. One, he was always very excited to be on the job site. He was always the one you can go to ask for help. If anybody, if a question was asked like, hey, can somebody do this? He was always the first one to step up, and that really just motivated me to work harder, and I enjoyed that.
This week we've been working on the siding and trying to get it to fit like all the places that the other teams weren't able to get to.
It involves siding, mostly of the difficult angles above like where the roof is an eave and stuff. We had to do a bunch of angle measurements, and then we had to do above the carport, the eave too.
We've been working on roofing, laying out underlayment, putting down purlin, Now we're starting on the actual roof part, the metal.
They were doing a full hug system, so re-insulated the home, started siding before we got here. We took over, finished the siding. We've repaired the water damaged roof, and we are doing a tin overlay.
We're working for a lady named Michelle. She has lived in this home for over 40 years, and she was impacted by the flood in 2022.
She has a boyfriend named Bo. He doesn't live here all the time, but he comes by every once in a while and hangs out with her. He's really nice.
She's been helping all the other crews this summer. The only reason she's not doing the roof is because she's scared of heights.
Michelle did some of the siding on the back porch with the group earlier, she told us, and she was already working on her house, so it shows that she's putting in the effort to work on her house, not just assuming other people will do it for her.
She has been through a lot in the past couple years, but like she's been working on her house a lot, trying to fix it up by herself, so she's thankful that we're here.
She had water up past her door frame, and it broke almost every window in the house.
She said that the water was up past that rock over there, and she said that she's never seen it flood like that before.
Yeah, she is. She's a really tough lady. She's pretty matter of fact. She kind of reminds me of my grandfather. She tells you like it is. Like, my first impression of her was she's gonna tell us how she likes things. She's very like, this needs to be like this. This group last week did this. It didn't look great. But I kind of appreciate that about her. But she's ultimately extremely sweet. She's very determined. She remodeled the entire inside herself.
And she has been slowly with herself and her dad and her boyfriend trying to build back. So ASP was able to come in and help with some of the outside projects that are a little bit more difficult to get to, like the siding and the roof. We have several new kids who have never been before, so I've tried to encourage them, give them a chance to try some new skills and learn some new things and really feel proud of themselves and confident. And we have such great kids. I mean, they've all done really well and been willing to try new things.
I feel like helping people makes me pretty happy, so the fact that I get to do that.
I couldn't even get on a ladder last year, like for the first 3 days. Now I'm on a roof every day. Getting onto the roof, and also how comfortable I actually got with the drill, because last year was rough because I would struggle. It was a lot easier this year.
Even though it was really hot and a lot of us are burnt and just didn't feel good, I feel like everyone kind of kept their head up and kept working and like didn't really get too snappy at each other.
Even though it's been hot outside and we've all been a little tired and stuff, we've all been happy and joking around, and we get to goof off together. So
I feel like I always check on people and I always like make sure they're okay. Like Deacon wasn't really okay Monday, and I kind of tried to help take care of that.
I saw the light really when we finally finished the siding, because I thought we were never going to finish one piece because it was not coming out how I thought it was going to, and it took us like 3 tries before we figured that out, and then 2 or 3 tries again until we got it perfect.
This is my first year back as a group leader. ASP was a huge part of my life when I was younger, and I haven't been able to get back for a long time since working for them back in the day, and I couldn't be happier. I feel like the double crews really worked out. Homeowners been awesome. Kids have been great. I feel like we've got a lot accomplished, and I just couldn't be happier with how the week's gone.
My name is Grayson, and I've been on ASP for 5 years.
My name is Amy, and this is my first year on ASP.
My name is Connor, and I've been on ASP. This is my 3rd year.
My name is Summer, and this is my 9th year on ASP.
My name is Tyler. This is my 2nd year on ASP.
We had to mud the walls and the drywall, and then we had to sand down the mudding, which was pretty fun. And then we had to wipe down all the dust on the walls, and then we had to paint it.
Connor's been great. He's a hard worker, sander, and he said that he didn't really expect to enjoy sanding, but he loved it using the electric sander, and he was great at it. He did the last bedroom that they're painting right now. He's staying in that room entirely by himself.
I really like the sanding.
The hardest part this week was painting the ceiling because it hurt my back and it was like an odd angle for how I had to paint.
For me, mudding and sanding and painting can be a very tedious task. It can be one of the tasks that you can paint a wall and then you go back and look at the wall and you realize you have to do it again. And I was really worried with kids that they would paint the wall, wouldn't do a very good job, and then I would have to ask them to redo it. And after 2 or 3 times, that's real discouraging. But every single kid on our team, from Connor knocking out all the sanding, to Grayson painting the ceiling, to Amy and Adame remudding some of the spots, sanding the spots, and they're painting because they're doing a lot of our touch-up stuff. There's been very little repainting they've had to do. G painted basically the whole living room and was doing that, for an hour or two, and I'm helping the other kids and working myself. And I go back in there to double check what he did, and it was really shocking that I was like, G, you did a good job. And not that I didn't think he could do a good job, but even he was like, I don't have to retouch anything. I was like, nah, looks great. You consistently painted everything. Like, it was really shocking that the living room got done in one day. That there was
ASP got involved with this family. It was just one big room on this section of the house, and they've divided it so that there's 3 bedrooms and that each kid has their own room. And I think that definitely is a big thing because every kid wants their own room.
There is April, Johnny, Olivia, Michael, and Jaden.
Adame on our team, she actually got to sit down with the mom and talk to her and learn more about her, and it was just really cool to see Adame interact with her like that.
I actually saw the light in the family and how much that they helped us out on the job behind whenever we weren't here. They helped us out a lot, moving furniture and cleaning up areas and stuff whenever we weren't here, making the job a lot easier for us.
At the end of the day, it's not really about that kind of stuff. It's mainly about the connections that you build and the relationship that you make with people, the impact that you have on the lives of the homeowners and them. That they're gonna remember you, and even if they don't remember your names or your faces, they're gonna remember the work you did and how much that really meant to them.
All of them they've done everything that we've asked. They've been great at it. They all caught on really quickly. It was cool seeing them learn those new experiences. None of them had done anything with drywall in the past, or mudding or painting really. So it was really cool to see them do that and enjoy it too.
I was just nervous for seeing what I was actually having to do. I was honestly thinking, okay, I have to build a porch. I don't know how to build a porch. I have to do roofing. I don't know how to do roofing. That's what I was scared about. And I was honestly really scared to commit to that. But if there's a hole in my house, I can fix it.
You can?
Yeah, I'm that girl.
I was scared of the electric sander. I didn't end up using it because I was scared of it. But I still used it and I didn't die. And I touched the salamander. Thought I was gonna be insta death, but no. I'm still here, y'all. I can do things that I'm scared of, and I don't have to have that hold me back. So I'm scared of a lot of things. It's one of my biggest issues. I was scared to come on ASP because I was I didn't know what job we were gonna be doing, and if it was gonna be hard or if it was gonna be really hot or this and that. But I got here.
My favorite part of this week was Tyler taking time out of this week to talk to me and help and invest in me and helping me improve myself and being motivated this week to work on myself and waking up on time, and which is something I struggle at home, and starting out with a win, being better today than you were yesterday. In past years, I've never really applied myself as much as I could or should have, and I feel like I've grown a lot as a leader this week.
Before this trip, I'm not sure how well the kids knew each other. I know they know of each other just because of youth group, but I'm not sure how much Connor and Amy had interacted, or how I know
Adame and Dalen are like best friends, but I wasn't sure how Adame and Grayson had got familiar with each other in the past.
I guess her being friends with Dalen kind of like took away from me being able to like talk to her, I guess.
Yeah.
Like she's one of my favorite friends Dalen has.
I think I got closer with everybody in the group. I didn't really know anybody too much, but I feel like I got a lot closer and I got to know people a lot better.
I feel like I've gotten closer with everybody in my group, honestly.
Yeah.
Like the other people in my group, we kind of have stuff in common, and we like kind of like the same things.
Connor, apparently me and Connor have a lot of like, I was surprised by that.
I would have never thought that I would be like sitting here like talking to Connor, Grayson, some of the girls in there, and some of the boys. I would have never thought that I would sit there and like talk to Dalen's brothers.
We have Amy on our team, and she is just the funniest, one of the funniest people I've ever met. She just continuously makes us laugh.
Amy's hilarious, bro. You're watching Love Island.
Grayson brought his headphones, and I guarantee he hasn't had to recharge them all week because he hasn't used them.
Just seeing them encourage one another, and like if somebody wasn't too sure about what they were doing or just not really confident in what they were doing yet, like they were all like reassuring each other and like just encouraging each other, and that was really cool.
God wanted to show me like, oh, there's like more out there, there's ways to help people, and there's like people out there that don't have much, and he wants to show me that you should go help people that are in need.
It has been a fun week. I thoroughly enjoyed this trip, and it always keeps me grounded. It brings me back to my roots, and I really appreciate it for that. So
I really wanted to make a difference in someone's life, and it was better than just sitting around doing nothing all summer.
I wanted to make a difference and an impact in somebody's life and get like the hands-on experience of like doing work for somebody.
I wanted to come on ASP again because when I went the first time as a child, it really made an impact on me.
I came because I wanted to learn about people's stories and like learn how to help them.
I expected it to be hot, just a lot of work, and expected it to be a little difficult, and so far it's been all that.
It's been a lot, but it's also been really rewarding.
I love ASP. It's been such a constant in my life since I was 14. So I look forward to it every year. And I'm just always excited to get a new group of kids. It's always different. It's always a unexpected vibe that every team creates. So that's been really fun to see.
I feel like it's really awesome for me to see people step outside their comfort zone. You see the first year kids like eager to jump in. You see Evelyn getting up on the roof and working when at the beginning of the week she told me that was not going to happen. Just the general like silliness and buffoonery that happens on a day-to-day basis, it makes me smile. It makes me remember my trips as a youth with ASP, and it just brings a lot of joy to me, a lot of life, and it reminds me what's important.
Seeing the condition that the family live in, I just like, when I look at that, I just feel really ungrateful. Like, seeing what they're going through, it just breaks my heart.
Seeing that what damages of the house there are.
Mm-hmm. Does it make you grateful for what you have at home?
Very grateful.
Very grateful.
It's really fun. You learn a lot, you do a lot, you meet a lot of people, and it's just an overall enjoyable experience and a good spend of your summer.
I feel like the first year that I went, I didn't really think I'd enjoy it at all, but like it's only my second year, but like I feel like it's gonna be something that I continue to do like every year, because I feel like it just makes me feel a lot more grateful for what I have, and that I have such a good like support system.
I feel really ungrateful right now. Like, I have all of this, and like the walls are not even like stable, the floor is not good, and I have that, and I literally have to complain that I have to mop and sweep. I have to complain that I have to clean the windows.
You never know what people are going through and what they went through, and when you're working on these houses, you need to know the story, because a lot of the times they're struggling, and they need help more than you think they do.
I feel like a lot of the kids have this outlook on some of the families we help that I can't believe they are in this situation. And I think throughout the week they get to see, it's not I can't believe they're in this situation, it's they want to get out of the situation too. And it's not as easy as it seems from the outside, that when you're here and you're replacing this family's deck, that this deck is their safe way into their home. It's not just we're just adding on a luxurious deck with ceiling fans and all these things for them to feel comfortable and hang out. It's they need a way to get into their home that's safe. Or if they're handicapped, they need a way in and out of their own home.
I had this conversation on the trip with a person that is clearly not involved in that. Their family is not involved in a church. That they have not been involved in any sort of organization like this in the past. Have not done a ton of work like this in the past. And by the end of the week, they feel this sense of belonging and start asking questions about their faith. And so I think it is, the thing that is surprising for me is I think that it is easy for people to make the decision that faith being developed in people looks like people sitting in church on Sunday mornings. And that is not always the case. And this trip and that experience was a good reminder that faith is developed oftentimes in those small moments and those small conversations and those things that happen far outside of a church wall, that help people grow into the people that we hope they will become and that God hopes they'll become. Thank you to everybody that donated, that prayed, that showed up, that helped us pack vans, that helped us clean up vans, that helped us pick up vans, that helped us get ready for the trip, that in any way participated in making this possible. That we took an extra team this year. We involved numerous people that have not been involved in our church. We had about 20% of our trip were folks that were new this year, that had never participated in ASP before. And so thank you for being involved in this and helping to support something that has been such an important part of the fabric of our church. And once again, we took a group to the hills of Appalachia and did God's work for God's people. And so thank you for being a part of that.